guys, it's Jennifer. Um, let's start with a little Talk to Me Tuesday. We'll do that first, and then we'll go into questions from last week. Talk to Me Tuesday. It's been a week since my birthday. I've gotten some really awesome crafty gifts from my friends in the mail, and I thought I'd do a little show and tell today. So first off, let me tilt back a little and maybe stand up a little so you can see my shirt. This was made by the Stitch Witch. It's a custom embroidered t-shirt for my website. I'll post a link to a photo so you can see a still shot of it. It's really cool. It's got sewhooked.org, sewing for cool people, and it's got a little skull with crossed needles and a link to my website, which is really cool. And it glows in the dark. That's really awesome. I also got some really nice things from some friends I've had for forever. My best friend sent me hand knitted socks, which are one of my favorite gifts to receive, probably because I don't knit. So let's see, socks, fabulous little ankle knitted socks from my best friend Jules. They're awesome. I just washed them yesterday because I've already worn them once. They're great, thank you, Jules. And yesterday in the mail from my friend Shay and her sister Lacey, I got this really cool coffee needle punch. If you know me, then you know that I'm a complete coffee junkie. I drink a lot of coffee. I love coffee. It's probably because I'm a Rogers. My dad would be happy that I told you that. But anyway, this is really cool needle punch that Shay made, and it's just, it'll go with my kitchen grate. It's really, really cool. And they also sent me a little bag of goodies that had all kinds of stress relieving things, including this awesome little handmade soap with the bumpies, which I think is really cool. Purple and green, who doesn't love that? So let's see, we'll go into some questions from last week. I had some paper piecing questions. Paper piecing is my favorite craft. It's quilting. It's a quilting technique in which you sew fabric directly onto a paper pattern or a foundation pattern to get your, whatever image that you want to get, whatever size you want to get, etc. And you can be really, really accurate with it. You can do all kinds of really crazy detail with it, which is why I like it so much. If you've seen my Harry Potter quilt, that's all paper piece. The whole thing's paper piece. Most of what I do is paper piece. So a couple of questions. Let's see. How to paper piece. I have a written tutorial on sewhooked. I have a video version of that same written tutorial on YouTube, which I'll put a link here. There are lots of great tutorials out there. What I recommend is looking at several and using what works best for you. If you try one and it doesn't work, but you still want to do it, try a different tutorial. It just might not be the right explanation for you. There are different techniques. As long as you are comfortable with what you're doing and you have an outcome that you're happy with and it looks the way it's supposed to look when you're done, use whatever techniques feel good to you. Some of my techniques are very non-traditional, but I'm okay with that because it's a little faster, and my results are still really good. So this is an example of a very simple paper piece pattern. This is from Sewhooked under miscellaneous patterns, called Scrappy Heart. And this is all one piece. You would make this all in one piece, and you would actually stitch to the back of this pattern. This is an example of a much more complicated pattern. This is the burrow from my Harry Potter block series. Those are also all available on Sewhooked for non-profit use, free for your personal use, so we don't have any copyright issues or anything like that. So you can follow any of those tutorials that I will link to over in the side thingy, no, that way, side thingy, and just give it a try. If you have questions, ask me. I'm happy to, do little tutorials here and there. I'm happy to help. We'll put up whatever video you might need. I also had a question about removing paper. Do you leave it in? Do you take it out? You do take it out, but you don't take it out until the block is already pieced into wherever it's going to go. So for example, if this block was going to be in a quilt, after this piece was already sashed on all sides, so all four sides were captured inside of a seam, then you would take your paper out. You don't want to do that before that because when you paper piece, you end up with a lot of biased edges, and if you pull your paper out before all those outside edges are closed off, you could stretch your block all to pieces, and then you're never gonna get it back square again because it's gonna stretch and it's gonna be waving, and it'll mess up all your hard work. So I guess that's about it for this week. If you have any more questions about paper piecing, be sure and ask, and I'm happy to try to answer those. And now I want to invite you to come talk to me, because it's Talk to Me Tuesday, and if you will record a video and add it to the video responses here. I'm getting used to this here. Add it to the video responses, then it'll come up under this video, and they'll all, be able to show up together, and that'll be a lot of fun. We had quite a few responses last week, and I really thank everybody for doing that, because it was a great turnout for the very first one. So I guess that's enough of your time for today. Come talk to me, and I will see you next week. Bye.